Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad Hughesby, and today we're going to be talking about Notre Dame football and Notre Dame football recruiting. I'm filming this the day after Notre Dame dropped one to Stanford, a tough 16-14 loss. Really one no one saw, no one expected. Stanford is pretty terrible this year. Notre Dame had gotten back on track after two losses to Marshall and Ohio State, but they lost to Stanford. Don't really know what else to say. Sorry, I'm changing the quality so it's a little bit better. But yeah, pretty crazy game to say the least. There were a bunch of recruits on campus in town. Ryan Wingo, 5-star wide receiver. He was in the thumbnail. CJ Carr, 5-star quarterback commit in the 2024 class. Brandon Hillman, 2023 official visitor. Ton of 2023 commits. It was an ugly loss for sure. But I don't think this is going to lose any recruits. The recruits don't care about one game. It is what it is. They do need to get things back on track. They would definitely benefit from a big win, maybe against a team like Clemson or someone else. I think they could do it. But Notre Dame definitely needs to do something big here, because this is not ideal. Anyways, let's talk about what's going on with some of the 2024 recruits that were on campus, because it was primarily 2024 guys. Ryan Wingo was one. Him and his St. Louis buddy Jeremiah McClain. They were both on campus. I think ND's in the top group for both of them. I don't think the loss meant a ton, but I do think it meant something. They're two high 4-star players. They care about wins and losses. They want to go win games. But I do think they both really like Marcus Freeman. McLean is actually teammates with Jeremiah Love, who just committed over the weekend, which was a big pickup. So that will definitely help with him. And then Ryan Wingo has had a ton of interest. He's super close with CJ Carr, and he loves Marcus Freeman and Chauncey Stuckey. By the way, if anyone's curious, I don't think Chauncey Stuckey would be fired if the bad year on offense continues. I think they would probably end up firing Tommy Reese, the offense coordinator and quarterbacks coach, and then maybe as well Harry Hested. Honestly, the offense line has not been great either. But I think Deedle McCullough, Gerald Parker, and Chauncey Stuckey would still have a job come next year. That's just my opinion. Next, let's touch on the 2023 recruits that were on campus. Brandon Hillman, I think he enjoyed his time. Official visitor from down south, super talented player, North Carolina, Tennessee. I think he's well above his three-star ranking. He's kind of just blown up recently, though. Had a big senior season. I think Notre Dame leads. I think they'll land him. Even though they lost, I think it made a good impression on him and his family. Now let's talk about some of the recruits that maybe are a little bit thrown off by what's going on with Notre Dame. Caleb Beasley, threw him on in the thumbnail. Cornerback from Tennessee, was actually in Knoxville this past week, and I think they took the lead after this. Just an electric game in Knoxville. I was so happy for Tennessee. Honestly, the Notre Dame loss didn't sting as bad. I just love seeing those type of games. So that made my day. This loss stings, of course, but the season was already, I don't want to say over, but Notre Dame wasn't competing for any huge bowl games or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, not ideal for sure. But Caleb Beasley, I think, ends up at Tennessee. Loved Notre Dame, loves what they have going on. I think they're probably running second in this recruitment, but I think he wants to stay close to home. And Tennessee just provided everything, and he wanted more yesterday with their win over Bama. Peyton Woodyard is another one, 5-star safety. This would be a huge loss. Peyton Woodyard has been projected to ND for a long time now, probably about a year. Cousins with Cal Hamilton. I think he's trending Ohio State or USC, actually. I think Notre Dame's fading. Sometimes when you're super early in these recruitments, it's hard to keep the spot at the top. Something like Anthony Specka's recruitment, same thing there. He's fading away. Just when you have that top spot for so long, sometimes it gets boring. I think Michigan was kind of the same way with Dante Moore. They were his top school for so long. they got a little boring. And sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But I think that might be what's going on here. And there are definitely some other names, some other schools or some other prospects that are fading elsewhere in the 2023 and 2024 class. Samuel Mpemba in the 2023 class is one guy. Avery Johnson, I think he's trending towards staying at Kansas State. Kenny Mitchie, I think, is pretty much a lock to stay at Pitt. But I think those are kind of more obvious. So, yeah, that's the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't lose hope yet. I think they could still get another big win. They have USC on the road, and they have Clemson at home, which should be fun. So don't give up on hope yet. But it's definitely not the greatest start to a season. Everyone would admit that. So yeah, thank you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment if you have any questions, and that is it for me. Peace.